I want to highlight what we saw yesterday on the tech front here because it's a tough go for Tesla shares today, off more than 8% here at last check, as we did get the update from Elon Musk in terms of what, let's say paid losses a little bit here now, off more than 7%. We got the update from Elon Musk on what they're thinking for batteries ahead here as they try and shift away from cobalt, as well as some perhaps lofty goals to eventually get one of their models out at a price tag of just $25,000. It would be a big step up for the company to hit that. But analysts supposedly today not necessarily buying completely into what Elon Musk has laid out. And here to chat that with us is Greg Migliore, Autoblog Editor-In-Chief. And Greg, I mean, just quickly, to start, I guess your take here on what you heard from Elon Musk and co., because there are some lofty goals here in producing its own battery cells. As I said, the goal of producing a car at the $25,000 price tag. What stood out to you as perhaps the biggest takeaway?
Hey, Zach. Thanks for having me. You know, what I think really stands out the most is the potential $25,000 Tesla. That would really bring the brand to the masses. Right now, it's a huge name. It's a huge brand. But most people don't necessarily have the ability or the means or just like the need to drive a Tesla, perhaps as it's intended. $25,000, that's well below the average new car price in the United States, which is usually about $37,000, $38,000. So this could really make Tesla like a very mainstream brand. Now, we've heard this before. Elon Musk sort of promised about 3 years ago, hey, we're going to make this car in 3 years. Lo and behold, it's 3 years and it's not here yet. So I'm certainly skeptical about the ability to deliver it. That being said, I am more optimistic than I was, say, back in 2017, 2016, when some of these ideas for this price point first came up. The reason being is I think Tesla is in a better place as a company. And I also think the market for EVs is getting more mature. There's more of an acceptance for them. So I'm cautiously optimistic Tesla will be able to deliver on this. You know, that being said, I actually think that was a good thing to announce yesterday, to actually sort of kind of break it down even more. Usually we're used to seeing very splashy things like the Cybertruck or the Roadster or that semi he keeps talking about. Mm-hmm. This was actually, hey, we're going to build a lower priced like commodity car. That's downright buttoned down by Elon Musk's standards. So I kind of liked what I heard in that sense.
Yeah, well, on the Cybertruck, I'm glad you mentioned that because he did give an update when one person there asked about production and demand in terms of what it looks like on that front. He said it was off the charts. They stopped counting. Here's what he had to say. Take a listen.
Well, it's hard to say what the volume exactly would be for the Cybertruck. The orders are gigantic. So we have like, I don't know, well over 500,000 orders. I think maybe 600,000 or 600,000. That's a lot, basically. We stopped counting.
So, Greg, there you go. They stopped counting. I mean, they're going to be making this truck, of course, in the Austin Gigafactory. That was announced earlier this year. But what's your take on those numbers? I mean, obviously, it's a big push here for Tesla getting into the truck space.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the right move for them to get into this, you know, sort of like it's a full-size sort of F-150 competitor. So I think that's the right move for them. It's one of the most lucrative parts of the U.S. market. So that part of it is entirely logical. These other numbers he's telling me, I don't know. Who knows? That's like monopoly money to me. You know, it's like that's probably every person who like did an online reservation. I mean, sure, if they can deliver that, great, good for them. But, you know, that to me is more of an abstract number. And when I heard that, I thought, yeah, it sounds good, but wait till they actually start rolling off the line. And like, what's the time frame for those numbers, you know? That's a lot of trucks in 1 year. You know, to me, it's like 2-3 years. And honestly, that's all fine. You know, sometimes I think it's okay when Tesla, to go back to the $25,000 price point, it's okay when they're a little low key. You know, you don't have to like be so like, you know, excited about the Cybertruck. You know, like everybody is excited about it. So don't throw these numbers at us that maybe they're true, maybe they're not. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's the question that we've seen before, and they've run into productivity issues. But to Elon Musk's credit, he did say a piece of that was tied to having to rely on Panasonic for their batteries in their cars. So maybe the shift to producing their own, which admittedly is not happening overnight, as he stressed. these plans will take a little bit for this stuff to come into production here. But we'll see. I mean, they said it also wants to hit unit volume 250 to 300,000 a year, maybe more. It's a long way to go. We'll see how it plays out. But Greg Migliore, Autoblog Editor-In-Chief, always appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Hey investors, Zack Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.